This is the treatment that I get after not seeing him for like a month. Benelli. Benelli. Benelli.
Even Benelli the dog is tired of the offerings of modern women today. They are leaving their dogs. These dogs are getting upset. They are giving these women the silent treatment, along with a lot of men. A lot of men are also giving women the. They're turning their back on these women, just like poor Benelli is turning his back on that one. Welcome back, fellas, to another video here on my channel. I have a spotlight video here today on a creator who, to be honest, I have to show you guys this. I am completely just, what is happening today? What is going on in social media today that you can kind of post stuff like this? But we're going to go through these clips. I have a few comments about it. So as always, we're just going to go ahead and get it started. And hey, how's it going? My name's Rat Boy. Let's do it.
You guys, this is exactly like what I mean, like about being single. I am like for the sheets and not the streets because I took my kids back to their dad's house this evening and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go out tonight and have a drink with some friends. And then I was like, oh, there's on cue. I'm actually gonna stop there and grab a bottle of wine and go home.
You tell the world what happened here. What happened here? I don't know. You need to tell them.
Here we have a single mom. She is choosing to stay in for the evening and drink a little bit of her juice that she has right there. I don't know why, but this is very concerning whenever people choose to do this. If a friend were to come to me and tell me that this was going to be his evening, I would probably reach out to him and see if he wanted to maybe do something, or, there's just something very concerning to me, at least, to having, shutting yourself in your room and indulging in the stuff like that. And also, she's a single mom, so she dropped the kids off. She has some free time. So you can look at this one of two ways. You can look at it the first way, like I mentioned, or the second way is that since she's been a single mom, since she's gotten all of her upgrades and stuff, which we will go into that on one of these next clips, she's now back in the dating world after getting divorced, and she's back out there, and maybe the men aren't biting. That's kind of what I'm taking from this. Maybe they don't. Maybe her friends probably want to go to the bars and go to the clubs and get those free drinks, but maybe men aren't buying you the drinks anymore, are they? That's kind of what I'm getting from this clip right here.
Alone. And have a glass of wine and eat some goldfish in my own bed. Like, this is the life. This is what we're out here doing. You can't do this if you have a boyfriend, so.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm not quite sure why this woman got divorced. I don't even think a lot of times, I don't even think the women know why they get divorced. I just think they think they're unhappy, and so they feel like that they need to make these drastic changes, which we've talked about so many times. But who is this video for? When I see videos like this, I ask myself, who is this video for? Is this video for other men? Is this video for other women? Is this video for herself? Why are you announcing this to everyone? This is very concerning behavior. Like I said before, if I had a friend that was doing stuff like this, I would definitely reach out to him and I would try to lead him away from stuff like this. Now, personally, I don't do anything like this. I think that if you're in your 30s and you're still doing things like this, I think maybe you need to maybe look back on your life and then think about doing other better things instead of whatever she's doing right there. I think this type of behavior has been normalized to the point to where, the same things that women have been doing in their 20s, they get married, they get divorced, and now they're doing the same thing in their 30s, married, divorced. Like you said, she's looking for a boyfriend, I guess. Who knows what these women are looking for. But whatever they end up finding is they're just going to bring negatives into that man's life. So a situationship, boyfriend, husband, whatever it is, these women they have a track record of just destroying these types of relationships, these situations they're in. And then they get online and they brag about it.
So me and all of my brand new girl best friends, we got together on the last TikTok, we chatted in the comments, and we've decided we would rather be at home in a peaceful environment than out in the streets dating. Do we understand that? When all of the men say, where's all the good women? Like,
oh shit, here we go again.
Whoa. Let me just stop you right there. This is the issue that I have with these types of TikToks, these types of videos. You cannot come on here and call yourself a good woman. There is absolutely no way that you are able to come on here and call yourself a good woman after everything you've done. There is a record on your account, ma'am. You can go back on the videos, and we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost there, fellas. We're almost to the smoking apparatus here in a minute. But notice she says she's a good woman. I will have to press F to doubt on that one, because this woman has put her family, her kids, her ex-husband through the ringer, not only financially, which we'll get into, but emotionally. The strains that these women put on men and put on their kids just for their happiness, just so they can not be in the streets, like she said. Maybe she's tried to date. Maybe it hasn't happened. Maybe the men aren't giving her the attention they used to give, in their 20s. I mean, you can see all the upgrades she's gotten, but this is becoming an issue, and it's become so normalized to the point to where so many women have these types of TikTok accounts where they're posting this type of content, and it just gets praised. It gets championed. Okay. And you'll see why in a minute, why this has got me so worked up, but we will get into that, but you'll see why in a minute.
where's all the good girls? I'll tell you where we're at. We're fed the fuck up. We are fed the fuck up. And we've made a decision to stay home, inside our home. We've chosen peace over dating. I'm just letting you know, the girls have spoken. So the next time you ask, where's the good girls? We're at home.
Okay, so she keeps saying that she's a good girl, that she's a good woman, that she's not dating because of all of the, she's insinuating that all the men out there are bad, that it's the men that are evil, that are doing all the bad things, and it's the women that are good. It's the women that are choosing to stay home and they're not dating out of choice, when in reality, these men are looking at single moms like this, that they might be attractive. They might have all the assets that they paid for. They go to these doctors and they get these enhancements and stuff, which we'll talk about in a minute. But these men know to stay away because they know the trauma. They know the single moms. They know these moms, they have several kids, and it's a lot to deal with. And these men are choosing to stay away. Now, they might shoot a text message. They might try to get those nighttime visits, but ultimately these men are choosing to keep their distance from these types of individuals.
So today I had my 1-year follow-up for my breast augmentation that I received as a gift for Christmas and my birthday. Best gift ever. Even better gift is we broke up like several months after he paid for it.
Oh, shit.
Yes, you heard that right, fellas. This is the same woman. This is the woman who decided to hit her ex-husband up for some type of surgery, as you heard in the video what type of surgery that is. And then a few months later, once she was all healed up, even before he probably even had a chance to even see what they look like, even see what he paid for, she decided to divorce him and hit the streets with her newly acquired upgrades to try to find something better, because she's upgraded. She needs to go hit that those higher level, like in PoE 2. You don't want to stay in the lower levels. You want to hit those higher level dungeons, get that better loot. You need to make sure you get your character upgraded properly, so you want to stay in those higher level maps.
How crazy is it? The doctor I went to is like the best doctor in Oklahoma City, and is usually to get a consult is like 5 to 6 months. And then after your consultation, it can take another 5 to 6 months for surgery. I called And the lady got me in a week later after I called for a consult because someone canceled. And then when I went in for my consult, like, I feel like it's such a God thing. The scheduler, I think she's a girl's girl, because she comes in and she's like, hey, if I can get full payment today, I just had someone cancel. You can come in 2 weeks and get your surgery. I'm like, hell yeah. So long story short, he paid in full and I got my boobs done early January of 2024. And then the writing was on the wall and that relationship started crumbling around March.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Giveaway.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure the writing was on the wall well before she decided to scam that man and get that surgery. Well, what do you guys think? I think that she was well-intentioned, knowing that she was going to be divorcing him, and so she decided to get as much out of him as she could before then, and then hightail it out of there. Something like a medical augmentation, those obviously cannot be returned, they cannot be taken back, so she got the one gift that can never be taken away. And then she decided to parade herself around in the streets, and not knowing that these men are not wanting a woman like that. A lot of men will definitely entertain women like this nightly, on a nightly basis, which I'm sure she had plenty of. She will get lots of attention online. A lot of men like the look with the inflated lips and all the other augmentations that they have, the nips and tucks and everything. But these men are not looking for relationships with these types of women. These types of women, honestly, they just seem like they're a lot of upkeep. It kind of throws men off, all types of men, honestly. Even men that are doing pretty well for themselves, if they see a woman that looks like she's just very high maintenance, they will probably think twice before trying to get involved with her relationship wise.
So anyways, a quick update. If it gets back to you. Thank you. I really appreciate these. The doctor said they look very good. So
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorists. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Yes, so these are the good women that are choosing to stay home, that are choosing not to date. And I cannot agree with this more. If these women are choosing to stay home and to not go outside and interact with men, I am all for that. I think these women should stay home. I think these women should be alone, because I don't think any of these men can bring any sort of satisfaction to these women's lives in any way possible. Whether it's a relationship or whether they're looking for just anything. I don't think these men could ever bring any sort of satisfaction to a woman like this, to a woman that has multiple kids, also a woman that has no issue going to go see a doctor to get enhancements and stuff. Stuff like that is a red flag to a lot of men, and so they will choose to just walk away from women like this. They might entertain them for the night, but then again, they're going to walk away from them, and no wonder these women are choosing to stay home, because it's a waste of time going out. These men are not approaching women like this. These men are not buying these types of women drinks. But what really pisses me off the most is the lack of any sort of empathy that these women have whenever they get online and start talking about their exes. Obviously, she is still trying to just stab those daggers in any way she can, knowing that maybe he watches her social media, or maybe the woman that he's seeing is watching her social media. Because a lot of times these men have no problem finding girlfriends, finding women after divorces. A lot of times these men do not have any issue later on doing that, but it's the women that whenever they're in their 30s and they've hit the wall, and they've, even when they go to the doctor and they get these enhancements, they get the lips and the body and stuff done. Even after all that, they can't secure a relationship with the men that they've always wanted. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is good behavior? Do you think this type of behavior should be championed? Women in marriages scamming their husbands for medical enhancements and then divorcing them right after. That is definitely not something I would think I would ever see. And, this is 2025. There is no doubt in my mind that this hasn't happened many, many times before. But leave me a comment down below, like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.